We're just getting the body warmed up. The goal of any warm-up is just to get the increase in temperature of all the tissue from the bottom of the chain up. So first things first, this is why I start off with jumping jacks. It's just to really get the Achilles going, the calf muscles, feet, just to get all the synovial joints nice and lubed up. And then moving into butt kickers, we're gonna really warm up those hamstrings. 20 seconds. This is one of my clients. She's usually here in the PMs. She's actually battled back from a pretty nasty knee injury a couple years ago. She's pretty much made a full recovery. And now it just comes down to us really progressing her with strength and mobility. 4, 3. On any squat, one of the biggest, most important things is really perfecting the hinge of the hips. And if you can get your clients to really become efficient at hinging along that axis of rotation, I assure you, it's going to take their squat game to the next level. Dynamic warm-up. Just part of the sequence phase of just obviously getting the whole posterior chain of the body warmed up. If you find that your toes are coming up off of the floor, all right, you want your whole sole of your foot on there, spread your toes out, claw those toes into the floor. So, farmer's carry, okay? On your farmer's carry, I was a little reluctant to keep this part of the program. I'm telling you, coaches will go back and forth whether this is a good, movement or not. I still believe that it is, okay? It does eliminate, there's no axis of rotation. So it kind of gets a bad rap at times. However, I do believe that, core stability, shoulder strength as well, it does benefit you in this capacity. I'm not expecting you to go fast back and forth. However, I want your shoulders shrugged up and back, not rounded, okay? So when you do this, hands in the middle of the bar, up. And so on. Once you're to the wall, obviously turn around, coming back pretty much at that pace, all right? Next. This is an eccentric plyometric, okay? This is putting the brakes on. Obviously, we're gonna be decelerating on this, okay? So when you step off, it's just gonna be a step off, down into your squat, send that energy down to the floor. So here, and then hold that for just about 1 to 2 seconds, okay? And then when you get back on, go with the other foot. So you're here, driving your knees out, knees over toes. All right, turtle press. With your elbows out in front, this is gonna hit pretty much your front head and your mid head of your delt. Rotate, back down, okay? Rotate, back down. Okay? Coming up, coming up quick, all right? Coming down nice and slow, okay? Exactly. Next. Now, we're gonna go hang cleans, okay? Worst thing is this right here. Don't want this at all, okay? So what you want to do, shoulder width apart, toes slightly flared out. Hands on the outside of my thighs, up, chest out, shoulders back. Slightly bend my knees, almost like a RDL, okay, Romanian deadlift. Just until you feel those hamstrings engage. Here, and when I come up, I'm shrugging. At the same time, as my hips are coming forward, see how it bumps that? That's gonna give me the power to really perform that clean, okay? So I'm here, and when I come up, get my elbows forward. This position is, okay? As much aggressiveness as you can come up with that barbell, okay? Hands out here. Get your butt up as high as you can. In. You're isolating the hamstrings on this, okay? I assure you, they're gonna be fucking cooking. You've used this before, okay? Next. To get your hands in the proper position on this, okay? Whenever you're doing any kind of like dumbbell or barbell press, whether it's incline, flat, you want the angle of your forearm to be completely vertical to the floor. So I want it straight down so that it forms a 90 degree with the floor itself, okay? So when you do this, feet into the ground, start in the up position, arch my back a little bit, stick my chest out. From this position, as I come down, for me, my forearm, my hand placement's gonna be about right here. 1, 2, 3, okay, and so on. Obviously, I'll be here to help kind of like gauge your forearms, okay? Next, we're gonna do front side barbell squats, okay? We're loading the anterior chain of the body. So we're basically taking, you know, the hang clean over there, and we're taking it to the next level with this, okay? The key here is getting your elbows forward, driving your knees out, but before you go down, hinging at those hips, okay? So walk into the bar, and over here. I want you to walk into the bar, okay? Take a thumbless grip. Here. You want that barbell resting right there on the meat of your front shoulders, okay? So here, shoulders forward. From this position, as my elbows come forward, see how I'm hinging at the hips? Drive my knees out. 1, 2, and I'm breathing out as I come up, okay? And finally, S pattern. Snake. These are going to be basically here. Okay, so you want some slack in the ropes, shoulder width apart, hinge. You're not crossing, okay? You're going to come here. 1, 2, 3. And it's just that even pace right there, okay? All good? Here we go. All right. And with any farmer's carry, especially when you're first teaching them the fundamentals of it, just encourage them always to take their time, no matter what. Get their shoulders in proper position. That's going to help for them to be able to mitigate the compression along the spine, especially the T-spine.
3, 2, 1, rest. 3, 2, 1, go.
Acceleration training, just like we went through in our warm-up demo. This is teaching the body, especially the nervous system, how to absorb force. All the forces that she is sending down to the ground are then wanting to come back up, okay? What she's doing is she's sending it down, and we want it to stay there because we're teaching her how to land.
3, 2, 1, go. go.